here we are, we're on the A444 again. We've just come past the Signal Box pub, and we're heading away from Bell Green up to the Blue Ribbon Roundabout. And at the Blue Ribbon Roundabout, we're going to go straight ahead, taking the second exit here. So straight ahead, second exit at the Blue Ribbon. As we come down here, we're looking at the lane markings, and we can see that actually all of these two lanes both go straight ahead, so we're okay in the left lane. We're going to stay in that through the first set of green lights, and it looks like we're going to get through the second set of green lights here as well. And we're going straight on, so we're in the left lane, and we're looking again for a space or a blocker, and there's our space. We're just going to move forward, staying in the left lane, checking the mirrors and signalling down for left, which will take us off of the roundabout onto the left lane, just like that. As we move forward there you go. So that's the Blue Ribbon from Bell Green, taking us straight ahead down towards the, I suppose you could say, the Ricoh Arena. So we're on the A444. Again, we've just passed the Signal Box pub, coming away from Bell Green. I'm going to turn right at the Blue Ribbon Roundabout. It's going to take us up towards Longford. I'm just going to let this 4x4 go past us, and then we're going to move into the right hand lane, because we're going to turn right at the roundabout using the door mirrors and the indicator to get me over there. You can see that the speed limit changes to 30 a little way back from the roundabout here, and that's something that some people miss, but today, you know, all the traffic's going quite slow because of the lights, and that's not a problem for us. So we're approaching the Blue Ribbon Roundabout in the right hand lane, and we're going to turn right at it. Okay, the ambulance seems to be stuck there for some reason. The lights must be on red. There's another set of lights there. It's like it's a crossing. They must be on red. Certainly the roundabout's not busy. That's not stopping people. There you go. So they've gone to green now. We need to let people know which way we're going first. So there we are. We're on the indicating for right. You can see it says Elford, which is Longford on the road. So that's the signs we're following. As we come up to the roundabout again, we're looking for a space or a blocker, and we can see there that there's a blocker there that's created a space for us. Now we're going to use the outer line of the lane, if we can see it. It's very faded, but we need to move up here toward the red bit of tarmac and around, and then we can indicate left, and that will bring us out on the left hand lane like that. Okay, so it's quite a brave thing to do, that is, because there's no line markings there, or well, they are there, but they're very, very faded. But that's the way you need to do that. Head towards the red bit of tarmac and dip in. Okay, again we're approaching the Blue Ribbon Roundabout. We're on the A444, and we're coming from the Ricoh, from that direction, down to the roundabout itself. There is again a bit of a traffic queue. This time we're going to turn left, taking the first exit. So it's quite bog standard really. So all we're doing is we're staying in the left lane, and we're just going to allow this lane really to take us up to and off of, through and off of the roundabout. So it shouldn't take too long to get there. We don't really want to indicate yet, because we're a little way from it in distance and in time really. And time's an important factor here, isn't it? Because we're going quite slow. If we have our indicator on too early, it becomes a little bit like wallpaper and people don't notice it. But if we start to indicate about now, that should be about right. Just make sure that you can get the whole car off of the crossing before you move in. And there you go, the lights have changed on the crossing, and we're just going to wait here until the lights go back to green. These lads don't seem to want to cross. Oh, there they go, they've realised now. It's gone back to green, we can move on. We're going to go left at the roundabout here then, just taking the first exit. And that's it, so we're moving up, and again we're looking for a space or a blocker, and there's some blockers, so that leaves us a space, and that's it. We're going to go through like that. So as we come off it brings us straight on to this other roundabout here, and you'll either go straight on or right at it. Today what we're going to do is we'll go right at it. So we just need to move into that right hand lane. We're on Folesworth Road now. Is it Fosehill Road? No, not Folesworth, Fosehill Road. And we're going to turn right at this roundabout and move along. And there's a little bonus one for you actually. All the way around, mirrors, signal, mirror again. And then we'll come off on the left. Hello there, so we're on the A444 and we're heading towards the Blue Ribbon Roundabout, and as we get around the bend here it will come into view. There's a little bit of a queue coming up to it at the moment. We're going to go straight ahead at the roundabout here, just going to follow the road ahead, so that will be the second exit, and that will take us off towards Bell Green. So as we come down here, little bit of a traffic queue. The lights have gone back to green for us. Now this Blue Ribbon Roundabout, again, it's one of those where some of the some of it's controlled by lights and other bits are not. So let's just see how we get on here. In fact, this is just a crossing. This isn't controlled by the lights from this side, just a crossing. It is a Friday afternoon, so we will expect a little bit of traffic. And we're just coming up to the Blue Ribbon Roundabout now. I'm going to go straight ahead, second exit. And for this one, there's 3 lanes here. We're in lane 1, if you count from right to left. 1, 2, 3. We're in lane 1, which is the left lane, which is the one that we need to go straight ahead at this roundabout. The traffic is moving, but it's moving quite slowly. And actually, if this was your driving test, this is what you'd want really, isn't it? You'd want the traffic to move slowly like this, really. Be a little bit of a bonus. The person in front of us isn't moving up to the line because she's on her phone. There you go. Or, well, she might be. It looks like she keeps looking down. She might not be as well, I suppose. How can you tell? She's not now, she's got her head in her hands. There we go. So we're just moving forward. So we're just moving up to the line here, and we're looking for a gap or a space or a block, I should say. There's a bus coming round. This is our lane directly in front of us. There's our space. Just have a bit of gas and we're going to get in there. We're going to keep on the left lane, indicate down for left as we're coming off, and that's going to take us up there. So that's from the A444 on the Blue Ribbon Roundabout straight ahead. It brings us back onto the A444 then as well. Okay, so we're approaching the Blue Ribbon Roundabout again, but first of all we've got to approach Fosehill Road. And we're going to turn left at the first roundabout and then right at the second one. So there's 2 roundabouts quite close to each other. The first one is this one on Fosehill Road, and the second one is the Blue Ribbon. So we're going left at the first one, so we stay in the left lane, and as we move through we're looking for a space and a blocker. There you go. As we move in through, I'm going to check the right mirror and indicate for right and get into the right hand lane as soon as I possibly can, because that then is going to put me in the correct lane for the Blue Ribbon Roundabout. And the sooner you get into lane, the easier that's going to be for you. Again, make sure that you can get your whole car over the crossing before you move in. and we're just moving up here now. One feature of this roundabout is that there always seems to be a little bit of a queue, but it disappears. It's one of those where there's a queue, disappears, queue, disappears. It's a bit of a strange one really in that way, but it's quite handy because it slows everything down and it gives you a chance just to look and to think about what to do. So we're turning right at it, and this is the one that the test people like the best. They like to turn right at the Blue Ribbon from this road. Just because it's a little bit, I'm not going to say odd, well, all right, I will, it's a bit odd compared to the other ways that you use it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're moving up to the line with the traffic. When we get there again, we'll be looking for a space or a blocker. Obviously a blocker is going to create a space for us, and that is what usually happens on this one, because it's quite a busy roundabout. It's usually the blockers that create the spaces. If you don't know what I mean by that, just ask your instructor, he'll tell you there's a blocker, and away we go. Right, so we're going to follow the outer line of the lane around. So we're just following that line out, and there's a white sign here. Just go directly towards the white sign and then steering at the last moment like that, and that puts you into the left lane as you're coming off of the roundabout. Okay, when you're going right at the roundabout on the Blue Ribbon from Fosehill Road into the A444, don't do it any other way than the way I've just done it. Okay, cheers. So we're on Fosehill Road and we're coming down to the Blue Ribbon Roundabout, and we're going to turn left, taking the first exit for Bell Green. Now, quite importantly here, I'm in what used to be the bus lane. It's no longer a bus lane. It used to be one, so we're quite at liberty to be in here. That's fine. The lights have gone to amber for me, so that's flashing amber, that's fine. We're going to turn left, so be in the left lane. Don't worry that it's you know, there's some faded markings on there that still say bus lane. It's not a bus lane anymore. So there you go. So we're just again looking for a space or a blocker. There you go. A blocker is traffic on the roundabout that blocks people from coming around to where you are, and that creates a space for you. Anyway, there you are. So we're heading now down towards Bell Green, and that's from Fosehill Road on the Blue Ribbon Roundabout left to Bell Green.